The simplest form of equation in mathematics is linear equation. Even if you are doing simultaneous equation, quadratic equation, logarithmic equation, exponential equation, irrational equation, any other type of equation that you are doing in mathematics that you're solving, you must reduce them to linear equation. You're welcome to Exam Scholar channel, and this is the third video in this playlist. If you haven't watched the previous video, kindly watch the previous video, as this video is a continuation of the previous video. So if you are struggling with the previous video, definitely you are going to struggle with this video. So go and watch it, understand it before you watch this video. So what are we learning in this video? We are learning exponential equation, and this is a prep class. Without wasting time, let's start the video. The first thing you want to learn is operation and inverse. Operation and inverse will ease your journey in any equation. Let's start. So we have addition. What is the inverse of addition? You have subtraction. You have multiplication. What is the inverse of multiplication in mathematics? The inverse of multiplication in mathematics is division. Then you have square. What is the inverse of square? Square simply means you raise the power of something by 2. The inverse is what? Square root. And what is the meaning of square root? You raise the power by what? 1 over 2. This is the symbol of square root here. Now you also have cube. Cube simply means you raise the power of that thing by 3. And the inverse of cube is called cube root, which is you raise the power of that thing by 1 over 3. And this is the symbol of cube root. You see, for square root, there is an invisible 2 here that we don't use to write. But any other root that is more than 2, we used to write it. Cube root, you put 3 here. First root, you put 4 here. First root is the inverse of what? Raised to power 4. Now, in exponential equation, if a raised to power m is equals to b raised to power m, then it implies that what? A is equals to b. This m can cancel this m if they are the same. So let's look at this statement as well. If m raised to power a is equals to m raised to power b, this m can cancel this m. We now have what? A is equals to b. While solving your exponential equation, you will reduce your exponential equation to stuff like this that you can easily deal with. Once you're able to arrive at this, boom, you can solve your exponential equation. Now, there is one thing, if you don't know it, to solve exponential equation will be a problem, which is linear equation. You don't need linear equation? I will explain within few seconds. Very simple. Recall, when the inverse of plus is minus, so when plus cross border, it becomes minus. When plus cross equal sign, it becomes minus. When minus cross equal sign, it becomes plus. When you are multiplying by 2 and you want that 2 to move to the other side, you will divide by 2. When you are dividing by 2 and you want that 2 to move to the other side, you will multiply by 2. While multiplying something, a constant with something at one side, and you want that constant to move to the other side, what are you going to do to that constant? You carry it, and at the other side, it becomes what? 1 over the inverse. So when you have square at the other side, at one side, and you want to move the square to the other side, it wants to cross equal sign. It becomes what? Square root. When you have cube at one side, and you want that cube to move to the other side, it becomes what? Cube root. The same thing applicable to cube root. When you want it to cross to the other side, it becomes what? Cube. Square root cross to the other side, it becomes square. Division, it becomes multiplication. Minus, it becomes plus. Now let's use that to solve linear equation. Now let's say you have 2x is equals to 8. You want to find the value of x, you don't know it, isn't it? 2 is with your x, isn't it? Just you want to carry these 2 away. How do you deal with it? You carry it to this side, and it becomes what? Times 1 over 2, or you divide this 8 by 2. That is why we used to say divide both sides by 2. Now, what are you going to have? X is equals to 8 over 2, and that is 4. Very simple. This is the simplest form of linear equation. What if you now have multiple things like this? It asks you to find your y Very simple. 3y plus 7 is equals to 18 plus 6y. How can you solve it? Okay, you collect like terms. Two things that are equal, you bring them together because you can easily add them and subtract them. Okay, you have y here, you have 6y at the other side, you have 3y here, you have plus 7 here, you have plus 18 at this side. So you bring them together. So bring your 6y to this side. Don't forget, we have plus at the back. So this is why owns this plus. So when you carry it to this side, it becomes minus. If it is minus that is there, when you carry it to this side, it has full border, it has crossed the equal sign, it becomes what? Plus. But now it is plus. When it's full border, cross border, it becomes minus. Now this plus 7, when it's cross border, it becomes what? Minus. Oh yeah, let's rewrite it. So you have your 3y minus 6y is equals to 18 minus 7. What is 3y minus 6y? We have minus 3y. 18 minus 7, you have 11. Oh yeah, come back to this. You carry this minus 3 to this side, so it becomes divided. Or you divide both sides by minus 3. What is your answer? Y is equals to 11 over minus 3. Now you can bring this minus up. Minus 11 over 3. That is the best way to solve linear equation. Now, let's solve our first question. Find the value of x if 16 raised to power 4 plus 2x is equals to 1024. You remember my first video in indices, isn't it? If you don't understand indices very well, you cannot solve this. So let me give you hints. You see this 1024. The unit of data. 1 gig. 1024 MB. You are linking it up. Now let's go. 1024 is 2 raised to power 10. Now this 16 is also what? 2 raised to power 4. Just go ahead and do that. Let's see how to solve it. We have this question. Then we know that 16 is what? 2 raised to power 4. We know that 1024 is 2 raised to power 10. Where you see 1024, what are you going to put there? 2 raised to power 10. Where you see 16, what are you going to put there? 2 raised to power 4. Oh yeah, go and put it here. Go and put it here. So you have your what? You have 2 raised to power 4 for 16. Don't forget that this 16 is already carrying 4 plus 2x. That is why you have to put it there back. 4 plus 2x. 1024, you now have what? 2 raised to power 10. Isn't it? Now you can deal with this coming from your primary school. From your JSS 1 class, expansion. You use this to multiply the whole of this, isn't it? Now, remember my statement. If a raised to power what? M. Okay, you remember. Oh yeah, let's use so let's use that statement. So we can cancel what? These two can cancel these two. So we are left with what? 4, open bracket, 4 plus 2x is equals to 10, isn't it? Now you expand this. 4 times 4. That's what? 16. 4 times 2x, that's what? Plus 8x. Okay, is equals to 10. Alright, 16, 10. So bring 16, let it full border. So you have what? Your 8x is equals to 10 minus 16. What is 10 minus 16? Minus 6. So you have 8x is equals to minus 6. What will now be your x? X is equals to what? Minus 6 over 8. Minus 6 over 8. 2 can go in 6, you have 3. 2 can go in 8, you have 4. Have you not solved this? You can solve this. Very simple. Now let's solve this question, which is if the cube root of 4 raised to power 2y is equals to 16. Find the value of y. How can we find the value of y here? It's very simple. Look at this. You have 4 here. You have 16 here. Cube root means what? Raised to power what? 1 over 3. Apply the law of indices. Now this is your question. You have cube root of 4 raised to power 2y is equals to 16. This cube root means the power is what? 1 over 3. So we now have what? 4 raised to power 2y times 1 over 3. This power will multiply itself. Cube means raised to power 1 over 3. It was already, this 4 has already raised to power 2y. Multiplied by another power, which is 1 over 3. We give us, what is 16 4 square? So this 4 can deal with this 4, isn't it? So you are left with what? 2y times 1 over 3. At the end of the day, you have what? 2y over 3 is equals to what? This 4 has cancelled this 4, so you have 2, isn't it? 2 is still the same thing as what? 2 over 1. Then you cross multiply. Then you cross multiply, you have your 2y here is equals to 6. What will now be your y? Divide both side by 2. Y is equals to 6 over 2. And that is 3. Look at how I solved this question. I was even explaining. I didn't waste much time. Now let's solve this question. So 5 raised to power 2 open bracket x minus 1 close bracket multiplied by 5 raised to power x plus 1 is equals to 0.04. It is not hard. We can solve it very fast. Very simple. Applying what you have known before or what you have learned in the previous video. And what is that thing? Law of indices. Now 5 here is having a power of what? 2 open bracket x minus 1 is multiplying this 5 that is having the power of what? X plus 1 and is equals to what? This decimal. Now you can add the power together for this guy because you have 5 here, and for this, what are you going to do? You can convert this to what? To fraction. When you convert it to fraction, maybe you are going to see a number there that you can reduce it to what? 5 raised to power something. We don't know. Let's see how to solve it. Now, adding the power together, you get what? 5 raised to power 2 open bracket x minus 1 plus this one, x plus 1. Convert this to fraction. You have what? 4 over 100. 4 over 100. Isn't it? Now, you can use this to expand this. Isn't it? And 4 in 4, 1. 4 in 100, 5. You now have what? 5 raised to power 2x minus 2 is very simple. 2 times x, 2x. 2 times minus 1, minus 2. Then you have your what? Plus x plus 1 here. This 4 over 100, it has turned to what? 1 over 25. 4 in 4, 1. 4 in 100, 25. What is 25 itself? 5 raised to power 2, 5 square. You now have what? 1 over 5 square. Recall from the inverse law. 1 over 5 raised to power 2 will now be what? 5 raised to power minus 2. So which means that you have your left hand side 5 raised to power 2x minus 2 plus x plus 1 is equal to 5 raised to power minus 2. What can you do to these 5 and 5? They are the same. You can cancel there. So you are left with what? 2x minus 2 plus x plus 1 is equal to minus 2. Rearrange this guy by collecting like them. So this plus x will meet this 2x. 2x plus x. This might remain what? Minus 2 here and plus 1. 2x plus x, you have 3x. Minus 2 plus 1, you have what? Minus 1. So everything will now be what? 3x minus 1 is equals to minus 2. It's minus 2. So you carry this minus 1 to the other side. It becomes what? Plus 3x is equals to minus 2 plus 1 and is equals to minus 1. So what will now be your x? Divide both side by what? 3. So you have a what? X is equals to minus 1 over 3. Is it not simple? Very, very simple. Now, let's see how to solve the first question. Solve 2 over 3 raised to power 2 minus x is equals to 1. We want to find the value of x, isn't it? It's also simple. Remember the first law of indices. Anything raised to power 0 is equals to what? Is equals to 1. You, yourself, raised to power 0, you are 1. 8 raised to power 0, 1. 100 raised to power 0, 1. 1 over 2 raised to power 0, 1. Now you can apply that law and turn this 1 to what? 2 over 3 raised to power 0, isn't it? You cannot cancel it and solve your question, isn't it? Now you can use that approach. There is another approach that you can use. Now you know that anything raised to power 0 is equals to 1, Abi. Now whatever value of x here, when we now solve this mathematics, 2 minus the value of x should give you 0. 2 minus x should give us what? 0. So our x will be what? Will be 2. You can use that approach as well. Now let's use the former approach. Solution. You have your question here and it has turned to what? 2 over 3 raised to power 2 minus x and is equals to what? 2 over 3 raised to power 0. This one returns to 1 here, isn't it? So you can cancel it. You have your what? 2 minus x is equals to 0. What will now be your x? X equals what? 2. When you carry this minus x to this side, it equals what? Plus x. It's very simple. Or carry this 2 to the other side, it becomes minus 2. Minus can cancel minus. X is equals to 2. Now let's solve the last question which is solve the value of x in the equation 2 raised to power 2x plus 2 raised to power open bracket 2 plus x is equals to 32. I know how you are going to solve it. Because we have 2 here and we have 2 here, you will now go ahead and pick 2x plus the power here 2 plus x. You will turn this one to 2 raised to power 5. You now cancel everything. Now have 2x plus 2 plus x is equals to what? Is equals to 5. You solve it that way, and your examiner, JAMB, NECO, WAEC, they are going to put the same answer that you will get inside your option, and you pick it and they will miss it for you, and you will say they don't know what they are doing. It is you that don't know what you are doing. Is this one multiplication? No. Is it division? No. Then why are you adding the power? Oh, it's very simple. When you don't see multiplication here, you can't apply that law. It is multiplication. That law is meant for multiplication, not meant for addition. So let's solve it. Now come back here. When do you have addition of power in indices? Is when you multiply. So we can do what? We can do that for this. You write your law of indices backward. That is how to solve this. So let's go. So this is our question. We have 2 raised to power 2x. Now this one we now turn to what? 2 raised to power 2 multiplied by 2 raised to power x. When you do it, you get what? 2 raised to power 2 plus x. What is here? So when you do this, you get this. So which means that if it is minus that is here, you now have what? 2 raised to power 2 over or divided by 2 raised to power x. But it is plus here. You have this. Is equals to 32, isn't it? What is 32 itself? 2 raised to power 5, isn't it? Now instead of having 2 raised to power 2x, you can also have what? 2 raised to power x multiplied by 2 plus what is 2 raised to power 2? You have 4. Then you have this inside, which is 2 raised to power x is equals to 32. Abi, I'm not using this 32. I'm not turning it to 2 raised to power 5. I'll tell you why later. Now, to solve this, you have 2 raised to power x here. You have 2 raised to power x here. You can use another alphabet to represent your 2 raised to power x. Let me explain the principle for you. If you know calculus, there's something we call function inside another function. So you can use that approach to start breaking down your equation. Instead of solving everything at once, you can start small. That is what we have done here. Instead of solving for x directly, we can solve for what? 2 raised to power x. So that is why we use another alphabet to represent what? 2 raised to power x. So 2 raised to power x is equals to a. So when you see 2 raised to power x, what are you going to put there? A. And let's do that. So you have what? A square rho plus 4 times a. 4a is equals to 32. So when you write that, you have what? A square plus 4a. You bring this plus 32 from this right hand side to the left hand side. It becomes what? Minus 32. What are you left with at the right hand side? Nothing. That is 0. What do you have now? Quadratic equation. Another wahala. Another problem. That is why you need to learn your quadratic equation very well. Starting from linear equation, quadratic equation, know it very well. Irrational equation, your simultaneous equation. Now let's now see how to solve this. I won't explain quadratic equation because I believe you should know it. Even though if you don't know it, I will still explain. Don't worry. It's very simple. Let's use factorization method. Let's use factorization method. Now, how do we apply factorization method? The first step is you pick the coefficient of the one that is having square. Coefficient of a square, which is what? Invisible one that you are not seeing, plus one that you are not seeing. Multiply it by minus 32. Just write it somewhere. Minus 32. You will now look for the factors of 32. Multiples of 32. Two things that you can multiply together that will give you 32. Don't forget to, it is minus 32. Two things that you multiply together that will give you minus 32. At the end of the day, when you add it together, you get what? Plus 4. Very fast. Let's think. You should know multiplication table. If you don't know it very well, that is why you are struggling with maths. Multiplication table should be sound. When it is sound, you can easily solve quadratic equation using factorization method. Stop using your general formula that you call almighty formula. It's not going to help you. Now we have 8 times 4. That's 32, isn't it? Now, but we have plus here. It means that what? 8 should be what? Plus. 4 should be what? Minus. Instead of having plus 4a, you can have what? Plus 8a minus 4a. You will still get what? Plus 4a. Use it straight up. What is plus 8 times minus 4? You get what? Minus 32. Oh yeah, we have what? A squared minus 8a plus 4a minus 32 is equal to 0. Now do this. Build house for these guys and this guy. You introduce brackets to them. Now you know what? Factorize. What can you find here that you can find here? A, bring A out. A, open bracket, A minus 8. Do you know how I got this? A squared divided by A, you have A. Minus 8a divided by A, you have minus 8. Now 4a divided by 4, you have A. Minus 32 divided by 4, you have minus 8. You close bracket is equal to 0. Now, this one is the same thing as this one. So bring the one that is outside. A plus 4. Close bracket. You now pick one out of this. A minus 8. You get this. Is equal to 0. Now the next step, they will now tell you that you will now pick one out of them. A plus 4 is equal to 0 or A minus 8 is equal to 0. Let me explain the reason why we used to do that too. You know that these things, they are multiplying each other, Abi? If two things are multiplying each other and the answer is 0, what does it imply? It means that one of them should be 0 or both of them are 0. So it means that A plus 4 should be equal to 0 or what? A minus 8 should be equal to 0. You now solve your linear equation. What will be A solving this one? A will be minus 4. Solving this one? A will be what? 8. Your answer is what? A is equal to minus 4 or 8. Have we solved the question? We are looking for XO. Now come back here. 2 raised to power x is equal to A, Abi. So it means that we are going to get two answers, Abi. So when A is equal to minus 4, what will be x? We know that 2x will be equal to what? Minus 4. Can we solve this? You want to solve this? You want to solve this? You can't solve this. This one, leave it there. Now let's move to the next one. When A is equals to 8, you have what? 2 raised to power x is equals to 8. Someone is asking me that, why can't we solve it? Why can't we solve it? Can a positive number raised to power something and is going to give you negative? Oh yeah, think. Think now. Think. 2 raised to power 2 is enough for 2 raised to power minus 2. You are going to get what? 1 over 2 raised to power 2. 1 over 4 is 0. What? Is 0.12. Is 0. What? Is 0.25. 2 raised to power 3. Let's leave it now. We have 2 raised to power x is equals to 8. 2 raised to power x is equals to 2 raised to power 3. What is 8? 2 raised to power 3. 2 can cancel 2. So your answer is what? 3. That is how to solve this question very fast. You see, have you learned anything in this video? Or what did you observe? Kindly comment in the comment section your view about this video. Like, share, comment. Make sure you join our online community that we are having free online class. Alright, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video. We are going to do logarithmic equation. See you then. Bye.